Hey guys, welcome back to more Farming Simulator 2013. So I've done a little bit, a lot of playing since last time I recorded. What I did was I went and I actually planted 5 or 6 times. So I planted some barley, canola, some wheat. I had my friend playing with me for a bit, helping me out. Made some hay bales to go with our straw bales. Did that by cutting, sorry, you guys can tell I have a bit of a cold. I cut our 41 that was all grass. And tedded it. Tedder is... Tedder's over here. So you got your bale auto stacker, which you guys already saw, right? It's our windrower. So it takes 2 rows of, straw or hay, or even just messed up stuff and puts it all into a nice neat row. And where you would get messed up stuff from is this. So you run this, the tedder, over your cut grass, and it turns it into dried grass. And then you take your dried grass and you windrow it, and then you take your baler and bale them. And that's that. If you guys want to know how to make those, you can always go check out my how to make hay bales video. There's some more there. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to keep baling the rest of this, actually. But then after that, we're going to buy a forage harvester and plant some corn. Make some silage, because we're gonna need silage if we're gonna want to feed our cows. Let's see if I can show you guys where we harvesting them, so there you can see how much money we made today selling our resources. A couple, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, we sold a bunch more. There was a great demand and we were able to sell a bunch of stuff. Excuse me. Bale. Christian Bale. If I baptize a Bale, will it be a Christian Bale? So I hope you guys like my new intro, and at the end you'll see the new outro to my videos. I was hoping to do something a little bit more fancy, but apparently it's hard to get really fancy unless you have Mac tools, apparently. As far as like bubble letters and stuff, and seeing the letters drop into the screen, big fancy Hollywood style. But I did. Well, maybe not the best I could, but gave it some effort. Maybe I could have found a little bit better of a color for the font, or different font, maybe even. I don't know. We definitely don't need these bales, but whatever. We don't need a trailer full of straw either. Yeah, the reason I did a lot of the harvesting off screen is just because I felt like you guys are pretty much starting to see pretty much exclusively that. I think you guys get the point when it comes to harvesting and all that stuff. You don't need to see that 5 or 6 times in a row just so we can make ourselves some money. And if you did want to see it, then I apologize. But I definitely don't plan on this series being 100 episodes. Shooting for a lot closer to 50. Even though in my effort to save you from boring farming stuff, here we are doing more farming stuff. But again, like, at least it's not 5 harvests of this stuff. These 2 fields over here. We're gonna pick up these bales. Oh, these are all... Is it gonna work? I hope it works. Yep, good. Didn't want to work in the forage wagon, so you can't mix the two types of straw. The barley straw and the wheat straw won't mix in that wagon. What's wrong with that bale? Has anyone else seen that? It's messed up and stuff? That's so weird. Why is it like that? Maybe it's just a shadow or something. That's weird. The edge of the bale, the right side looks weird. It's funny. Guess you guys notice I'm using my lawnmower as a tractor now? Because we're at a point where, well, if you have over $1 million, you're probably not bothering to do $10,000 grass cutting machines anymore. If you are, kudos to you. You know, good on you, good job. It's not for me anymore. That being said, it makes a hell of a front weight. What is wrong with that bale? It's bubbly and weird. Alright. Just have to do this last field and then probably never have to make a bale again. We'll have so many bales. Oi! At It's the only word that I can use to describe the number of bales we're gonna have lying around. Just, oi. Let's do some first person here. There we go. Closer to night, so turn on the lights. Turn on our beacon even for good measure. Oh. Nice little tractor, this thing. Not the most power, but I really like the turning on it. It doesn't get wobbly. All these textures are just hell in my video card. You got the texture of the field, plus the textures of the hay or the straw on the ground. And then the bales aren't so much, but everything else makes the video card work. Smoke in the stack there. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I hope you guys are enjoying my other series too. I did a short series on FTL, Faster Than Light. I was lucky enough to finish the game on my second playthrough. That's good, so I won't be doing any more of that, probably. Unless there's some requests for it, or something, to do other ships, or something or other, but as far as I'm concerned, that series is done. I'm still working on Hitman. I'm going to be doing number 5 and maybe even number 6 tonight. And then, Euro Truck Simulator, I'm kind of trying to get caught up on again, so I can get my player to where we were in the series before. Pretty sure I mentioned that I just kept on playing off screen. Now the character that we were using is now level 20 and has 5 employees, 6 trucks, and 2 garages. That was all interesting getting that stuff, so I want to be able to play you guys through that. Still not sure I'm gonna, deal with the boredom factor. So this is actually a lot more fun, a lot less boring than driving a lorry. Sun going down. I'm out here on the fields. Right. Last strip here, and then we'll pick up all these bales. Get these fields all cleaned up. I don't think we're gonna do corn at all of them. Maybe one of the big ones. The rest of them I think we're just gonna cultivate. Might not even bother cultivating. Might just leave them like this, and they'll be cultivated next time we plant. But I will have to cultivate for the corn on that field. So, let's go put this away. Now we're gonna take the other tractor. Going to go get our bale stack, or whatever. I feel like I have to call that thing the Bale Stacker 5000. I don't know why. It just feels like that's what its name should be. So from now on, that's what I'm gonna call it. The Bale Stacker 5000. There you go. Lights. These bales are gonna go, I guess maybe around there, I don't know. But there's gonna be a lot of them. I might just sell them actually. Maybe we'll bring like 2 stacks back, because 2 stacks is lots. It's like another 36 bales there. So I'll bring 2 stacks back there and then we'll sell the rest of them. bales. These were in the bale machine, the baler. Oh shit, did I really forget that fucking field? Cocksucker! That was what I wanted to plant the corn on, too. Son of a bitch. Okay, well, we're gonna call it there. I'll see you guys back next time. I'll be picking up the rest of these bales and getting the fields cleaned up and ready for corn and silage. See you back next time. Talk later. Bye.